Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Ashley. If you're new here, if you're enjoying it, make sure to give it a like and hit that big red subscribe button. If you want to stick around for more, make sure to check out some of my recent videos. I've been uploading some vlogs. I did one on markdowns and someone commented about how I just ranted about socks for a long time, and honestly, yes, I did. I exposed myself. There we go. But I got a couple questions asking to elaborate a bit on this new Align fabric and what that means, or is it even a new fabric, or just like what's the deal with that. And so I just wanted to make a quick video, pop in on here and set the record straight. This is what's going on with the Aligns. So I have my singular pair of Aligns with me because if you've been watching my content, they're not my favorite personally. There is cat fur all over these. I apologize. My camera is going to pick up on that. But I wanted to first go over the extended crotch gusset that is in the Aligns, and that kind of then goes into the whole thing going on with the Aligns right now. So I hope the lighting can pick up on this a bit. Come on, focus. There we go. But if you can see right here from where my hand is, this is the crotch, and then going all the way down the leg down to about here is an extended gusset. This is a crop. That's why they're looking a bit short. But so basically, to my understanding, I wasn't able to find a lot of information on it, at least yet, as it hasn't really been talked about much. But basically, if you've watched my video where I go into my favorite leggings, and then I also kind of talk about why I'm not the most massive fan of the Aligns, which I'll put up here, I go into the Lululemon material, which is what the Aligns are made out of, and it's super soft, super delicate, brushed on the outside, which is definitely the biggest reason why there's so much cat fur on them. Super soft, super comfortable leggings, naked sensation, the list goes on, super popular. But with how comfortable and soft the material is, of course there are the downsides with how delicate it is. And I mean, if you have a pair of Aligns or have heard of people having issues with their Aligns, naturally with the way that it's brushed, it will damage a lot quicker than other materials depending on what you use them for. So if you ever go to a Lululemon store and someone is trying to steer you away from the Aligns, it's nothing personal. It's just that Lululemon typically doesn't recommend wearing Aligns for working out. Obviously people do, and that's, you know, your life, your choice, do what you gotta do. But just with the way that it's brushed on the outside, friction. So when you are doing something that's of a higher intensity, or really just anything more than just like a light yoga hanging around kind of thing, the more friction, the quicker that the fabric is going to damage over time. And I know people who have literally had Aligns for years and like no issues whatsoever. I clearly have not been able to do that. What's your sorcery? What's your magic? Let a girl know, because I have not been able to do that. Anyway, it's a super delicate fabric, and one of the biggest things is people will come into the store and be like, these ripped, or they're peeling on the inside, like what can I do about it? So just recently, Lululemon changed the way that the Aligns are made with the fabric. So to my understanding, again, this is just from my understanding from my peers, but most of the fabric on the Aligns is staying the same. It is staying the Nulu, the soft, buttery, super lightweight feel, very delicate fabric. But that extended crotch gusset that I showed you guys over on the inside that goes a decent way down is being changed. Just that panel, just that material is being changed to a different fabric. I want to say just that extended crotch gusset panel is being changed to Nulux, but don't quote me on that. I could very easily be wrong. It's either that or it's just like Nulu, but it's unbrushed. Again, I'm not super knowledgeable. All I know is that it's being changed. Just that panel, the fabric is being changed, so it's not the brushed Nulu. There hasn't been like a full release on the employee side talking about that officially yet, but so to my understanding, it is being changed to a different material. So with that being said, again, since not a lot is known yet right now, the one thing that I do know is they're already cranking out that some of the Aligns have the two different fabrics now, and in my opinion, it looks kind of definitely different. Like for example, if you get a pair of black leggings and they happen to be made very recently and they have the two different fabrics, the way the light is gonna hit the two different fabrics, the black is gonna look a bit different in the lighting, if that makes sense. Like, depending on the way the lighting is hitting the fabric, it almost makes it pretty obvious that it is two different fabrics. if that makes sense. Like the amount of times that people have asked me if black Wonder Trains are actually black, just because of the way the light hits the fabric, it kind of looks gray, a little bit lighter. So anyway, to sum it up, most of the fabric on the leggings is not changing. It's just the inner panel, and depending on the way the light hits it, it might be obvious that it's two different fabrics, but I cannot completely confirm because I've only heard about that with like black, for example. Also, I wanted to mention before I forgot why they're even doing this in the first place. My guess is to help with the inner leg pilling aspect, that a lot of people come back with their lines saying like, these are damaging pretty easily, these are pilling, you know, the seams are ripping, like what can I do? In my opinion, like I understand where they're coming with that. Like if the one panel on the inner thigh isn't as brushed like the rest of the leggings, yes, it would make sense that it probably won't damage as quickly, but at the same time, for example, if your leggings start to pill, it's not just like the one seam where it happens, it's gonna happen, at least like speaking for myself, I have thicker thighs, so there's going to be more fabric rubbing together, creating friction, and then possibly pilling than just like a tiny little strip of fabric going down my inner thigh. But that is what I heard about what's going on with the Aligns. So if you don't want to have the two different fabrics, the two-tone fabrics throughout the leggings, then I would highly recommend stocking up on Aligns before they all get changed. But I hope you did find it helpful if you were hearing stuff and wasn't sure what was going on about the Align. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.